Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that there are so many women from all around the world here. So I just want to send a big wave of light to create a beautiful energy circuit and vortex between all of us. And also between all the women that are going to join to watch the replay later on, just creating this beautiful big circuit between all of us, this beautiful energy vortex, so that we can all shift, change, up level, and awaken each other. Interestingly enough, it was the Dalai Lama that said that women will revolutionize the world. There'll be women that will take humanity to a whole new level. And this is why I find sacred women's work so exciting. This is why I find it super important for us women to start empowering other women to start standing up stronger and brighter, so that we can be the channelers, the healers, the businesswoman, the abundance makers, the conscious creators, the decision makers in not only our economy, in our families, in the education system, the political system, and so on and so forth. And this is why sacred women's work is so important, because women, we have come on a very long path of getting more and more and more and more into our power. We've been coming more into our power with voting, owning our property, being single moms who can work and earn our own abundance. We're coming more into our power to liberate our sexual energy. We're coming more into our power to be intuitive and to be channels, and all of those extraordinary, delicious things that we are destined and meant to be. And a woman's path to empowerment always begins in her body. And so one of the most important things I want to talk to you about today is embodiment. Embodiment is the ability, right, for you to be so embodied with your authentic self, so allowing your soul to be incarnated and embodied and shining out from your physical vessel out into life. Embodiment is you being so in your truth that you are only you in your mind, you're only you in your heart, you're only you in your decision making, you're only you in your actions, you're only you in your boundaries, right? Without all the clutter and the illusions and the self-doubt and the lower emotions and the negativity and the dramas of your parents and the entanglements of all the other stuff that can drag us down. Embodiment is a process of you learning to unlock yourself, strip back all of who you are, or all of who you're not, I should say, so that you come into alignment with who you truly, truly are. And when this happens, when you contact the truth of your being, you ultimately contact your soul force, right, in your body, from your body. No longer are we contacting who we are outside of ourselves. No longer are we trying to visualize who our greatest person is in the future is. No, this is a moment of deep, deep, deep embodiment where you become your authentic self so beautifully that you contact your soul force. So what I invite you to do as I'm talking through all of this, I invite you to let my words be a transmission, an awakening, a guided meditation at the same time. So you'll get energy upgrades throughout this session. So please just feel yourself beyond all the stuff that holds you back. Feel yourself beyond all those relationships which have put you down. Feel yourself beyond all of that clutter. And I just want you to just go directly into your body and feel your gorgeous soul force, your light, your energy just permeating there, shining there, or waking up. And the more that we start living from this place, beautiful women, the more the more our throat chakra is going to wake up, and we're going to be able to speak our truth, to be able to say what we need to do. The more we live from this soul force, the more it's easier it's going to be for us and our solar plexus to wake up and to be able to confront certain situations. The more we live from this energy, the more we're going to have more energy to live out our destiny. The more we live from our soul force, the more clearer our thoughts will be, the more clearer our heart will be, the more precise our awareness within our own being will be. No longer will you have 100,000 voices telling you what to do. Instead, you'll move into alignment with your one true energy, your one true voice, your one true direction, your one true purpose. And when you can start living from that place, then you can really, really, really move your life to a whole new level and start to laser a whole new path forward for you. And when a woman has learned to embody her soul, this is where she learns to become the one that is full of presence. I'm sure you've seen women that have walked through it and you can feel their energy because they've embodied themselves. They're full of presence. When a woman learns to embody her true self, she is a woman who's very clear about who she is. She can impact reality more because her energy is shining out into life, right? She can influence people more. She has more direction and certainty over her life. Her energy becomes a beautiful vortex around her that clears the path forwards, okay? So instead of you like going into new situations and feeling entangled and there's drama and there's all this stuff, when you're embodied and when your true essence is there and you're shining it out of your body, you create this vortex which actually clears the path forward for you. It untangles the negative karma in relationships so you don't have to be disturbed by it. It helps remove people which do not align to your true vibration out of your field, so that your true path forward becomes clearer and easier and clearer and easier and clearer and easier, right? And when your thoughts are aligned to that, ideas, inspirations become clearer and easier. You might have a deep desire to create an online course or a deep desire to write a book, and all that stuff that will clutter you in the past disappears because you're in total alignment with yourself. And when you're in total alignment with yourself, you're in total alignment with the universe. So a woman who has learned to embody her true soul force essence, to impact reality with that, allows the universe, right, to rematch your frequency and vibration so that the universe matches you more and more and more and more and more and more and more, so that that which you desire can be found more easily in the universe to match that for you, whether that be more abundance, whether that be a relationship, whether that be certain opportunities, whether that be certain people to work with. When your true soul frequency is out in reality, the universe has no choice but to reflect your brilliance back. And this is really how the law of attraction actually works. It's not necessarily about you thinking positively, right? Or you like writing yourself a check for $1 million and like, I'm getting $1 million, I'm getting $1 million. No, the true energy of the law of attraction is when like matches like, when your frequency matches the frequency of the universe. When you step into your truth, you automatically find the truth of yourself in the universe, and that makes your destiny, your life path quicken and start to move forward at a much more faster, easier pace. So gorgeous woman, I just invite you to feel your light shining through you. I invite you to let your light shine out into life. And I invite you to feel the external reality, right? The external frequency of the universe around you reorganizing itself, realigning to your true vibrational energy. And just feel that. And when that happens, you're going to find that life is more peaceful, harmonious. You feel like life is on your side because everything is starting to work in more unison and more harmony. And this brings us to a very important point on the female tantric path, is that a woman must learn to become her own soulmate first, right? And when she does, that means that you've contacted your soul. That means that you've really discovered who you truly are. It means that you've loved yourself until you've awakened, to be your own soulmate. It means that you have discovered your gifts and talents. It means that you put yourself first in all situations. It means that you put your truth first, that you help everything around you reorganize itself to support your deep truth. When a woman learns to become this, her own soulmate, what she then does is she moves into the next soulmate connection, which is letting the entire universe be her soulmate, or the entire universe being her lover, or the entire universe being her greatest friends. And this is such an important marriage, not only for a woman to become her own soulmate, but for a woman as the most important relationship that you'll ever have. Okay, I'm talking about that alignment, and maybe you can just put your hands on your heart and just make that alignment for you to become your own soulmate first. But when a woman becomes that, right, then she moves into the next alignment, which is allowing the entire universe to be her soulmate. And that is where the great love affair with life takes place. That's where the universe switches into becoming the one that looks after you. It switches the universe to starting to support you, nurture you, take care of you, love you, provide for you, look after you, enlighten you, empower you. And to have that, you as your own soulmate and the entire universe looking after you, supporting you, guiding you, empowering you, is one of the most powerful positions that a woman can start to move into. And when she moves into that, that's when the magic starts to happen. That's when she can start to, her inspiration and her intuition really starts to wake up. That's when she starts to feel the magic of her healing abilities are really starting to wake up as well. So it's two very, very important alignments. One, to become your own soulmate, and then the second one, to allow the universe to be your own soulmate. And this is I can't tell you, which is partly why I wrote my book, Sacred Revolution. I'll get it out for you at the end so you can see what it looks like, so that you can come into that alignment. Now, I almost feel like I'm telling you stuff that I wasn't planned to tell you, but it's all coming down. So we're going with this. So, right, one of the key things, right, that allows a woman to become her own soulmate is her sexual energy, right? When we start, because remember, we're going back into embodiment. In order for this soulmate connection to really take place, because it's more than just loving yourself, ladies. It's more than just looking in the mirror and saying, I love you, you're beautiful, you've got the gorgeous eyes, you can do this. It's more than that. That soulmate connection is more than that mindset, okay? That soulmate connection takes place in a woman when she learns to contact her sexual energy and claim it as a sacred force, and then starts to learn to transcend her sexual energy up through her body, okay? And this is where the female temple tantric art stuff comes in, because we're looking at our sexual energy as a sacred force of empowerment, of liberation, not just to make ourselves feel good, right? And orgasmic and vibrant. Of course, that's a byproduct, right? Makes us feel more beautiful. But the true reality, the true enlightenment, the true awakening, the true path of the feminine empowerment, embodiment, enlightenment, awakening takes place when she claims her sexual energy as a sacred force to move up and, first of all, connect to her heart. When the sexual energy connects to the heart, that's when this divine inner marriage takes place. And all of a sudden, you start to become your own soulmate, right? Now, for a woman to start to let her sexual energy start to elevate up, and I'll take you through some exercises, just some quick ones to help you understand that. Well, actually, maybe we should do it now. Let's go with this, because I feel like there's going to be more information flowing. So I want to give you some key points along the way. Again, there are many reasons how to activate the sexual energy. So let's just pause for a moment. You guys with me on this one? We're just going to stay here with the divine inner marriage, getting the sexual energy up to the heart, and then I'll continue the teaching afterwards. Now, there are many ways we can activate the sexual energy. And there are many reasons why a woman's sexual energy won't activate and transcend up to her heart chakra. Sometimes it's abuse, sometimes it's trauma, sometimes it's cultural stuff around shame, around guilt. Sometimes we've had our sexual energy that's been too wild and it's taken us on some very interesting, wonderful, extraordinary, and sometimes painful adventures with other people. And so we've had the wrong relationship to our sexual energy. And that's why the Female Temple Tantric Arts, my Central Enlightenment Academy, all my women's work, my Living Goddess retreats, my Sacred Star certification, teaches a woman how to reorganize, have a new relationship to her sexual energy so that it can start to be her force of enlightenment and empowerment, okay? So everyone's going to be at a different place with their sexual energy, but I'm just going to give you some just very simple little tools just to bring the sexual energy up to the heart, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to inhale, breathe, squeeze your intimate muscles around your yoni, just squeeze it in, because the muscles act like a pump, okay? So you're going to squeeze your intimate muscles. And as you do, you squeeze your intimate muscle, you're going to contact all your sexual energy in your womb space, right? And you might just feel it as a life force. You might just feel your hips wanting to move now, like as the energy starts to wake up. So you might want to move around as we're doing this. It's totally fine. You just do what you need to do. But you're going to squeeze your intimate muscles, really squeeze it. Inhale and squeeze. Capture your sexual energy around your in your womb space, and inhaling all that sexual energy and visualize it coming up. And on the exhale, you're going to bring it all the way up to the heart. Exhale, you're going to breathe your sexual energy through your heart chakra. Okay. So inhale, squeeze your intimate muscles. Inhaling, contacting your sexual energy. Inhaling all the way up to your heart. Exhaling, releasing that sexual energy through your heart chakra. And you should feel your heart chakra opening up. Inhale, squeeze intimate muscles, bring your sexual energy all the way up, 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 up to your heart. Exhale, let your sexual energy flower out your heart. And do it a few more times in your own way. You can just do it as a inhale, squeeze up to the heart. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, squeeze, send the sexual energy up to the heart. Exhale, and let it out. Now, automatically, this is just a very simple exercise. I can teach you a whole lot of other stuff as well. But automatically, when that happens, you might start to notice that you're getting stronger inside. You might start to notice that your heart's opening up and you just naturally feel more in love with life. Like you just naturally feel more present. You naturally feel more magnetic, because the sexual energy not only transcends up the body to connect you to the heavens and ultimately your soul to help bring it into your body for embodiment. It also connects to the heart so that you become your own soulmate, right? So that you fall in love with yourself. But your sexual energy, once you learn to direct it up, you can also learn to direct it out. That beautiful magnetic presence that will make you feel super strong in your own auric field and energy fields. And a woman needs to feel super strong in her energy field and auric field. Why? So she doesn't pick up other people's negative energies, so that she doesn't get pulled into other people's manipulations and dramas, so that she creates her own sacred space around her, so that she always has the experience of living in heaven wherever she goes. And the sexual energy will do all of this amazing things. Not only will, if you bring it up to your mind, it's going to wake up your mind, make you have clearer thoughts, open up your throat so you can speak more. It will also, if you want to, bring it up to your stomach, and it will stop you from feeling hungry as well. Okay, which is super, super, super beautiful. So it's got a lot of amazing potential to it. And so in order for us to create this embodiment of the soul, one of the most powerful and quickest ways, right, for a woman to start really lasering that new path forward, taking that quantum leap into her empowerment, her true direction, is to start creating the sexual energy as this sacred force through her being and body. And I could go on and on and on about the benefits of it and the way that is, but you should probably just read my book, Sacred Revolution, A Woman's Path to Love, Power, and Sensual Enlightenment. I've got a whole book on it, right? That's how much information I could give you. But I have to keep going along with this, okay? So I know you might be feeling like, oh, there's more to learn here, and there is. But I need to keep going along. You can read that book. Right. So it's part of the process of embodiment, which is why for a woman to start stepping deeply onto her power path, the female temple tantric arts, right, or sacred women's work, or sacred womb work, or sacred female temple body work, whatever you want to call it, is absolutely essential. Why? Because a woman, if she gets her body online with her soul, if she learns to awaken the magic of her breasts and her yoni and her womb space and her sexual energy, she will then learn to awaken herself and get so strong in herself, so full and complete in herself, right? And ultimately so full, complete, and supported by the universe, right? Because she no longer operates from lack. She will no longer operate from neediness. She'll no longer operate from her unworthiness or her self-doubt or her neediness or her wanting to be loved or her addictions or all of that stuff, because she's so deeply contacted the depths of herself, awakened her truth through her body, claimed her sexual energy as a life force, a sacred force, that she becomes strong to her core, right? And this is what a revolutionary woman is for me. A revolutionary woman is a woman who has gone through this process, this path, and then has taken this new sense of strength. And it's not a masculine strength, you know, it's not like a bullyish strength. It's a strength which incorporates all of your intuition. It's a strength that incorporates all of the support of the universe to stand behind you. It's a strength that contacts your great creativity, your great knowing, your great truth, your great ability to speak, to stand. It just contacts all of that. And when a woman can gather all of that, she becomes this amazing revolutionary woman that can laser the path forward that she needs to laser forward to create the abundance that she deserves. Okay. And ladies, women, we need to be creating our own abundance. We need to be creating our own sources of income. We need to be creating the life that we were destined to be, because not only are we extraordinary, powerful, magnetic women, most women, and I'm probably gathering all the women that have turned up today that are going to listen to this replay, are healers, are priestesses, are the ones, are the on some level the universal mothers. And I say that, you know, whether you are an actual mother or not, a universal mother who's here to help awaken and enliven and transform and shift reality so that we can start allowing more love and peace and a greater experience of life here. Okay. And so if you are that priestess, if you are that coach, if you are that healer, if you are that teacher, if you are a woman who is here, who knows at the depths of your heart that you have the potential to not only create a whole new reality for yourself, but you also on a deeper soul level have the feeling, the knowing, the call to also awaken and help other people, then you need to be super strong to your core. You need to be the revolutionary woman that can hold all of this intense power to make that happen. Because we all know, right, ladies, how intense life is, right? We all know that it's not easy. We all know that we sometimes have partners that need extra help. We all know what it feels like if we've got children to be pulled in different directions. We all know what it feels like to not feel alive in our bodies. We all know what it feels like when we're having to do things that go against our truth. And we have to be strong to break through all of that stuff so that you can start creating the life that you truly, truly deserve. So I just want you, so that you can get the upgrade and the transmission out of this, is to feel yourself as that strong revolutionary woman who has awakened her soul force, who has claimed her sexual energy as a sacred force, a revolutionary woman who has become her dear soulmate inside, a revolutionary woman who has had an extraordinary connection to the universe to support you, as the universe is, the divine universe is your own soulmate, your ultimate lover soulmate thing. And to be able to feel that strength of all those things combining within you to become the strong, powerful, revolutionary woman. Okay. So I just want you to feel yourself as that revolutionary woman. And I want you to just feel the strength of that, the strength of your sacred sexuality moving through you to support you, protect you, your soul force, your soul fire, giving clarity to all of you, feeling super present and grounded in your body, feeling the entire universe holding you, nurturing, supporting you, and just feel all of those things, all of those ingredients strengthening you, strengthening your bones, strengthening your solar plexus, strengthening your heart, strengthening your mind. Just feel all of it strengthening you, strengthening you, strengthening you. And just feel that all happening right now, because I love strong women. I think we all need to be strong women if we're going to be able to live our true path forwards, to shift the world, to be amazing mothers, to be abundant, all that stuff. We need to be strong, amazing women. Because you know what, ladies, women are the mothers, they raise the children. Women are the ones that can psychologically, I guess is the right word, influence men Women are the visionaries that hold the path of love, harmony, and peace to help create a better world. So we need you to be strong. We need you to be strong. We need you to be so strong. So I just want you to feel into that strength. Okay, strong to your core, revolutionary woman. And maybe if you can, write into the chats, maybe 3 words that describes you as a revolutionary woman, just so that I can help you lock that in. You need to lock that in. So write 3 words that makes you a revolutionary woman. And let me go through the chat. Okay, write it into the chat. I've got some questions here too. Rishma, how different is it to you think the universe is your soulmate or the creator is, or your reference to the universe is life? Yeah, the universe is the divine universe. For me, sorry, I use the word universe. To me, that is the creator, that is the light, the source, all of life's intelligence. But for me, I use that word universe to describe all of that. So that's just the way I connect to that. Grandma saying, why is it that women do multiple jobs, handling finances, things, raising, so healers trying to be like a man? What are your thoughts on this? I think women are amazing. I think we're multitasking, amazing people. And what women need is to be strong. They need to have good boundaries. They need to have a lot of energy in their body so that they can do it all. Because I want to be a mom. I want to be a mom. I want to create my own abundance. I want to have a nice home to live in. I want to feel beautiful. I want it all. And so what does that require me to be? It requires me to be super strong, full of energy and focus, and feels totally supported, and to create an environment that supports me to do all that. So I don't think that's masculine at all. I think that's really embracing the qualities of being a super amazing woman. Okay, Anu is saying, to be the revolutionary woman, strength, power, trust. Sadia, wild, free, and deserving. Jennifer, wise, fierce, shining, love. Roxana, love, peace, joy. Haley, fearless, graceful, expanded. Mari, compassionate, courageous, sensual. Michelle, strong, independent, shining. Victoria, I'm free, the breaker of cycles, strong. Rosalind, passionate, purposeful, awakened, and aligned. Hilda, unique, lovely, joyful. Plamina, grateful, happy, powerful. Martina, strong, free, inspired. Barbara, determined, brave, embracing. Chanel, creative force, sensual, strong. Agni, creative, full of laughter, wise. Marcella, bold, soft, strong, passionate. Sazina, alignment, wisdom to share, kindness. Pretty, bold, magnetic, sensual. Penny, strong, lovable, kind. Victoria, resilient, persistent, faithful. So beautiful. Yvonne, true, clear, joyful. So much here. Nina, visionary, courageous, sensual, powerful. Sonia, strength, power, and kindness. Ilna, free, wild, sexual. Diana, adventurous, compassionate, fierce. Beautiful. There's so much here. I'm feeling you. I'm reading it all. I'm going through it all. Okay. May, peaceful, calm, loving, happy, gorgeous, amazing, right? This is what you're meant to be. This is the revolutionary woman. She is beyond, yes, she's goddess, queen, all that stuff, but it's embracing your relationship to yourself, and it's embracing the universe to support you in a whole new way. And this is why, right, for women to come to this position, the female temple tantric arts are super important, okay? Because what that does is when we go into our female bodies and we liberate it, when we break through our sexual shame, when we activate our sexual energy to be a sacred force, when we activate our whole body to be orgasmic, when we allow the entire universe to make love to you, and yes, you can have the universe make love to you because I've had that experience, right? And I teach you how to do it in my Sensual Enlightenment Academy. When a woman has that, she automatically bridges, how do I say it? When a woman dives into the female temple tantric art, she unlocks all the stuff that stops her from moving into that revolutionary woman position. And that stuff that I'm talking about is and you might relate to this, right? And you might feel this is where you're stuck. It breaks through all the patterns, the female temple tantric arts or sexual awakening or whatever you want to call it. It breaks through body image issues really quickly. So if you're a woman, right, and maybe think about, is this relates to you? Are you a woman who compares yourself to others? Are you a woman who looks in the mirror and doesn't feel beautiful enough? Do you always feel fat and ugly? Like, women, are crippled by their own body image issues and the drama that they have about their aging, their looks, and all of that stuff. Okay, we're crippled by that, and the temple tantric arts will help shift that, right? Because you're allowing your inner beauty to start shining out. You're allowing yourself to be fed by your own sexual energy and not feeling hungry by other things in the world, right? It will help break through eating disorders, right? I had an eating disorder from the age of 12 to 24. It's a long time, like proper bulimia eating disorder. I've been 20 kilos heavier and I've been, I think, about 10 or 15 kilos lighter. Okay. So I've had a whole spectrum of that, and the psychological and mental drama that that takes you through. If you've had an eating disorder, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And this work helps shift that as well. This work also helps shift women who are constantly needing a relationship or needy, or move into that codependent stuff of over serving, over giving, over being generous, being drained, leaking your power. It's going to stop all those places where you leak your power. It's going to take you out of for women that are in that position of being subservient. You know, when you say, yes, I'll do this, and you don't really know you shouldn't do it. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do what you say. Okay, take you out of that subservient service energy as well. It will also help women to move beyond their, you know, when you get tired in your body, when you get this like thyroidy kind of low thyroid kind of energy, like you might have a thyroid issue, this will help you, or you might have low thyroid energy, which is like this kind of tired, sluggish, and then you don't feel like doing anything kind of energy. It's because you haven't liberated the sexual energy inside of you. This work also, the female temple tantric arts also helps to help fertility issues, right? If you're having problems getting pregnant, holding pregnancies, sexual intimacy with your partner, it helps with this. It's going to help you with fibroids, with congested energy in the breast, which can create breast lumps and breast cancers. Most importantly, this work will shift women out of feeling depressed and anxious. These are two common emotions that women get tangled up in all the time. It will also shift you out of that self-doubt or that comparison, or I don't know what to do, or what should I do, that kind of energy. Because all of those stuff, all of those female disorders is the collapsed female energy, because it hasn't been awakened and liberated by the sexual energy within. And this is why the female temple tantric arts is such an important journey for all women to go on. So important. I can't tell you, as soon as I began that journey and that path, the part of me was like, oh, I've come home. I was like, oh my God, this is the energy and the path that I have been missing my whole entire life. And I discovered it at 34, right? I discovered that sexual liberation awakening at 34. And I looked back at my life and I was like, shit, if only I knew that when I was 20, if only I knew that when I was 16. And if I knew that then, I certainly wouldn't have slept with certain people. I certainly wouldn't have gone down certain relationships which destroyed me. I certainly would have been in a much more powerful position in my life to make greater changes, or be more independent and powerful in my own business. Do you know? Because I took too long to discover it, basically. And I know it's a path that every single woman needs to take in order to help her really truly grow. And this is why, particularly if you're a healer or a coach or a priestess, or you're working with women, or you've been on the path yourself, there will be times where you go, why am I still feeling that? I've shifted that. Why do I still have this issue? I thought I worked on that. Why do I still feel unworthy when I worked on all my unworthiness beliefs, right? It's because you've worked at things at a mind level, but you haven't learned to work at things at a deeper embodiment level. And when you learn how to embody, when you learn the tools to liberate the body, to awaken the body, to bring the soul force back online, this is where deep, powerful, and profound change takes place. This is why people say to me, what are you doing in your sessions? You're doing something different. You know, how come I feel all this amazing energy moving through me? How come I feel this awakening coming through me? It's because I'm moving them into embodiment, okay? And this is where really great change takes place, because the person's soul force is finally free to exist in the world. And this is why if you're someone who's a woman who wants to work with other women, helping them through the female temple tantric arts is really, really, really important part of the process to their own liberation. It's obviously also a very important part to your own female liberation. And that's why I've written a book. That's why I do retreats. That's why I do all my women's work, is because I know how essential this path is. And I know there's some questions in the chat. I'll get to your questions. I'm on a roll here talking. um, and that's why, for me, holding a chapter of women's work in my own business, in my own brand, has been an extraordinary generator of abundance for me, because it is a path that is so needed for women, and it's a path that shifts women really, really profoundly. And you will see there are women waking up all around the world to their sacred sexuality, and some of them need the path, they need the tools, they need to know how to do that. And this temple tantric staff has generated multiple six figures in my business. Why? Because women need it. And the more women that wake up, the more women that want to become powerful, the more women that want to step into business, the more women that want to have children and a business, the more women that want to be able to have more presence and more magnetism, right? The more they're going to be needing this body of work to help support them to grow forward. And you might be needing this body of work to support you to grow forward, okay? Which is why, and the thing about women's work is that you can do one-to-one sessions with them. This is why I've created Abundance, is because I can do one-to-one sessions with them. I can do one-to-one coaching packages with them. I can do online courses. I can do women's circles. I can do retreats with them. I can do day workshops. I can do masterclasses. There's a whole, you can write books. You can write, there's so much, such a big body of work to support women in so many ways on their journey to becoming the revolutionary woman. And so, because to me, this work is so dear and so powerful, and I know how profound the shifts are, I've created a very beautiful certification process, okay, called Sacred Star, right? Because women need to learn to become so sacred, claiming their sexual energy as sacred, claiming their being as sacred, and then learning to push that all out into the world to become the star in their own life, which is the revolutionary woman, which is the powerful woman, which is the woman who knows what she deserves and has that relationship with the universe to provide for her. That is the sacred star energy. But I've put all of this body of work into a certification process. Now, I'm going to explain it to you, if that's okay, because it's, for me, it's super exciting and liberating, and I need to share it with you. But this 6-month container is 100 hours of expert training where you learn the temple tantric arts. You learn how to do embodiment coaching. So I actually teach you the techniques of how to liberate the soul force through the body, through certain questionings, through certain blossoming techniques, to help awaken and elevate the person in a whole new way. Now, the thing about this embodiment technique, right, which is what I love, and I need to share this with you, is that when you learn it, what's going to happen is that the divine universe will start to work through your client more and more and more. And they will automatically receive downloads of new information. They will automatically start to receive new information, new guidance. And if you get really good at this technique, and this is why some of my best healings, I actually don't do much. I just ask certain questions, I unlock them in certain ways, and all of a sudden they're having their own soul force, their own connection to the divine universe, giving them the healing. And they're like, oh my God, I feel all this energy is waking up in my solar plexus. Oh my God, I can feel this energy coming down. Oh, I'm just being shown this. And their soul force and the divine universe works through them to up level them. And they're actually embodying the healing themselves. I'm not the healer transmitting the energy. I'm the healer holding this great space of transformation so that their soul force and the divine universe can work through them to awaken them, elevate them, and step them forward. And this is why embodiment is so, so, so important. And so anyway, sorry, overexcited. In the Sacred Star certification, I teach you that over 3 days. And then I take you on a journey over the next 4 months of giving you a mastermind, right? A mastermind class. This is two a masterclass every 2 weeks, so bi-weekly, and I up level you, I quantum leap you, I take your mind and I move it up a notch, and I move you up another notch, and I move you up another notch and another notch until you really become that revolutionary woman. So that the central tantric arts you do as a self-study, you do the embodiment coaching process, I up level you to become the revolutionary woman, and I teach you some business skills at the end so that you can create your own business retreats, masterclasses, all that stuff. So you learn some business stuff as well on a practical level. But this whole certification, this whole container is an awakening not only for you, but it will give you the tools to become the coach for other women. So you'll actually become certified to be a women's empowerment coach or a woman embodiment coach, whichever term you want to use, so that you can also bring this great work to the world and create a business from it, or add it to your existing business if you already are a priestess or a healer. But the beauty about this certification, which excites me the most, is the awakening that you're going to have out of it. Like, it's going to move you up very quickly to another level. It's a combination of being a mastermind, a business training, a coaching certification, and most importantly, it all comes together to empower you to be that sacred star in your life. So it's a very complete formula of what I've done. I've just basically put everything I know, I've cherry picked everything and popped it into this very, very potent container. And obviously, to build up the 100 hours, there'll be case study swaps and a few little things that you need to tick off, like getting testimonials and things like that. But it's only so that by the time you're finished, you've got your testimonials, you've got all your case studies done, and you're ready to bring this stuff to the world, because I want you to be so powerful. And the women that this attracts and the women that it has been attracting into this container have been really amazing, powerful, strong women. So obviously this work is attracting a very high quality of woman that might not be there yet with herself, because she's still got to go through the process of the container, but she knows deep inside, she's gone through life, she understands life, she understands why this is important, she understands that she's so sacred, that she deserves this. And it's really beautiful to see that type of woman. And so anyway, this container, this Sacred Star certification container, is starting to happen now. We are starting on the 16th of May. We have an early bird until the 5th of May. I have a website that you can come and explore and check out. There's a syllabus for you to come and explore and check out. But I would, from the depths of my heart, like to invite you into my Sacred Star certification process. It's going to be an extraordinary journey of awakening and uplifting into your true destiny as a revolutionary woman. And you can use this certification for your own growth, because it's going to give you a lot of growth. And you can also take it to the world to create your own business and women's circles and things like that as well. So yeah, I invite you into the vortex, and it is a vortex of transformation. And you can send me an email or drop in for a clarity call or whatever if you want to understand more about it as well. But we do start 5th of May, early bird finishes. So go check it out for sure. And before I ask more questions, before I give you some downloads, before I awaken you even more, I'm also wanting to give right now, right here, a call out to the special women who want to take the certification to the next level and come do that teacher training with me. I want to bring this very specific body of work, of women's work, to the world. I want amazing women who are capable of holding space to come and do that teacher training with me, so that they can hold retreats and workshops and powerful women's work around the world. This is what I want to do. And I need to take you through the certification process before I can let you be the teacher. because I need to make sure that you know how to hold space for women. I need to make sure that you know how to deal, if someone comes into trauma, you know how to deal with that. I need to know that you're awakened enough to hold the vortex for other women to transform. So there is a journey. So if you do the certification, you can also take the next level of the journey into the teacher training as well. Oh wow, it is amazing for so many reasons. And the Sacred Star certification is a combination of a lot of things. It's a combination of meditations, guided meditations, transmissions. It's dance. There's yoga in there. There is, what else is in there? There is reflection exercises. There's work to work through. There are live transmissions. There's case study swaps where you get to heal another person. There is master classes. It's a combination of learning in experientially, auditory, visually, physically, spiritually. It combines all different ways of learning so that you really get this body of work as embodiment.